grew up in Belleville with a family of 5, so myself and my 2 sisters, Lori and Tina. My mom and dad, Robert Johnson and Sandy Johnson. I went to St. John the Baptist grade school, and I also went to Belleville High School. So when I was in grade 1, I became ill, and I was hospitalized at Windsor Regional Hospital. It was Metropolitan Hospital at the time. They decided to send me over to Detroit Sick Kids Hospital. From there, they determined that I had hepatitis. And after they figured that out, they sent me up to Toronto. So my mom and my dad had a little 7-year-old girl that was in the hospital with 2 younger girls at home to take care of. My dad kind of stepped up and took care of the 2 at home, and my mom stayed with me in the hospital. And during that time, I just really became enamored by the nursing profession and felt that, they took care of people at the worst times of their lives. As I got older, 2 of my aunts on my dad's side, his sisters, were both nurses as well. And I looked at that and thought, they had pretty great jobs and they loved doing what they were doing. And I thought that perhaps that was something that I wanted to do. So I met my husband, Fred Corp, in high school, and it had come time to make a decision of where I wanted to go to nursing school. I had the option of going to a university setting or a college setting. I've always been extremely independent, and my thought process was that I wanted to get done school early and get out into the real world and start working. So I decided to go to St. Clair instead of one of the university programs, and I graduated when I was just barely 20 years old from St. Clair College in Chatham. So even before graduation from St. Clair in Chatham, I received numerous requests for interviews over in the States and some in Canada. I interviewed at Hutzel Hospital and met my boss that actually lived in Canada and went to St. Clair College as well. Margaret French was her name. So she offered me a position. It was a full-time lead position, if you will, on the afternoon shift for sports medicine and orthopedic floor. From there, I moved over into OBGYN outpatient clinic and really enjoyed that position as well. So I started at Hutzel Hospital, and during the time I decided that I wanted to go back and get my undergrad degree. So I looked at the University of Windsor, which offered a 2-year program at that time for nurses that had already had their diploma in health sciences. I decided to enroll and started that process. After I graduated from there, when I was at the OBGYN clinic, Margaret French, my initial boss, came to me and said that I would be a good fit for that position. So I ended up going back and working with Margaret again, and ended up working in the Carmanos Cancer Center in the clinical trials research area there, which became a passion of mine to work with cancer patients. And I stayed there for almost 10 years. From there, an opportunity came to move over to St. John Providence Health System and work as a consultant for cancer care services here at St. John Providence Health. So I'm the director of Oncology Network program here at St. John Providence. So one of the best parts of working for a faith-based organization is that at St. John Providence, we look at our cancer patients and all of our patients that come here as requiring treatment for their mind, body, and spirit. My mission and vision and values are aligned with the St. John Providence mission and values of the mind, body, spirit. So the tree behind us has different colored awareness ribbons for all of the cancers that we treat here at St. John Providence. Pink is for breast cancer, teal is for ovarian cancer, green is for lymphoma, silver or white is for lung cancer. We've been working with a donor, Mr. Anthony Suave, that has donated money to fund a mobile man program. So we worked to get a 40-foot mobile van, if you will, with state-of-the-art Tomo 3D imaging mammography on it to provide access to patients in our communities that are under and uninsured. So we have a marketing expert who is Ebony Rivers, who is developing relationships with our churches, our schools, our community partners, and having our mobile launch May 7th and start going out to different community events and providing mammograms to under or uninsured women. So, I think with the Mobile Man program, we're able to reach out more to the community, to hear their stories, to find out what their barriers are to care. What our ultimate goal is to find cancer early, The earlier you find cancer, we know the better outcomes there are going to be. And if we go out into our community and get women to get mammograms and find cancers early, we can provide them with better outcomes. So Fred and I will be celebrating our 24th wedding anniversary, August 17th of this year. You know, Fred's a wonderful father, and he's been a huge supporter of mine, whether it be that I want to work extra hours or if I can't get home. He's always available for the kids to take them to hockey, to make dinner. So Hunter is going to be 20 this year. He's currently going to St. Clair College as well, and he's in the civil engineering program. My middle son is Carter. He's in grade 12. He's looking at programs that he wants to go into, and he's looking in the business field. And my youngest son is Preston, and he's in grade 9 and currently just worried about hockey and girls. What St. Clair did teach me was that each person has their own story. So as you're going out and working on the floor, you may have a very cranky nurse, but you know, if you really get to know everybody, even your patients, they all have a story to share and really to teach you something about how to be a better person or how to be a better nurse. So when I found out that I was a recipient of the St. Clair College Alumni of Distinction, I was thrilled. Really, starting back in Bell River, thinking that I would be receiving an award such esteemed as this is really a wonderful, wonderful thing for me, and I'm very proud to accept it.